This Thanksgiving, you gotta bring something to really wow your relatives. Most people aren't willing to spend the extra money to buy and carve a whole turkey, and I'm not either. That's why you're gonna make honey muffins. Basic ingredients, basic instruction, infinitely better than corn muffins. You may have had corn muffins before, or you may have eaten a pail of pebbles and confused it for corn muffins. Scientists have posited that the Sahara Desert is the second driest place on the planet, second only to a plate of corn muffins. That's why you're going to wow the pants off your relatives this Thanksgiving, with a quality set of honey muffins, either baked fresh or at your relative's house. They reheat super well in a microwave or oven. So first, you're going to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. If you're somebody who doesn't preheat your oven, please compare the spread cooked in an oven to a non-preheated oven. So you'll want to mix your dry ingredients, 2 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You'll mix those all until they look mixed. From there, you can use a separate bowl to mix your wet ingredients until they're all homogeneous. Or you can use one bowl if you don't want to make a bunch of unnecessary dishes, like some kind of millionaire. 1 large room temperature egg, 1 cup of milk, and 1/4 cup of melted butter. Now before you toss that greased up cup into the sink, you're going to want that greased up cup. Trying to pour honey into a cup to measure and then out of that cup is basically impossible. When you grease up the cup beforehand, the honey is less likely to stick to the sides. So really, any type of grease will work. You can use that butter, you could use a neutral oil, you could use a baking spray. Using a non-neutral oil really helps spice it up. Using a non-baking spray really wows your parents. Or just pour it directly into the bowl and guess. Measurements are just a ploy by Big Measuring Cup. Mix together all your ingredients until well incorporated, then pour into some little cups. I filmed myself pouring into these cups, but it took super duper long, so I'm just going to cut to the footage of all the cups filled. You only want to fill the cups up about 3/4 of the way, since they'll spring up during baking. You should make about a dozen muffins, which is perfect if you have 11 relatives, or if you're really into eating 12 muffins in a short amount of time by yourself. Also, I ran out of muffin cups, so one of these is just greased up in the sides. Pop your muffin tin in the oven around 15 to 18 minutes. It'll vary. If you're worried about them being undercooked, you can poke in a toothpick, and if it comes out clean, then you're good. Give them a couple minutes to cool, and boom. The muffin that I cooked not in the cup has like really brown sides, but it tasted fine, so if you're like cool with that, go for it. Honey muffins. Serve with some butter or spread and blow your relatives' minds this Thanksgiving.
What are you making, dear? You know this is a corn muffin household.
Get out of here, Grandma!